I'm Jason Bovada, and these are my 2022 NFL Week 7 picks. Okay, so we still have the Monday night game from NFL Week 6. I'm going to cheat, so I'm going to add the Los Angeles Chargers, the game tonight, on a money line versus the Denver Broncos. I've faded the Denver Broncos. I'm over the Denver Broncos. I believe they lost their last game to the Colts. That was a home game, and they did not even score a touchdown. I would take the Chargers against the spread in this bet, but because this is the end of NFL Week 6, I already have the Chargers and a few other bets against the spread. So for this being a NFL Week 7 picks, I'm just going to take the Chargers on a money line, just on a money line. The first game of the NFL Week 7 schedule will be the New Orleans Saints versus the Arizona Cardinals. I believe Hopkins is eligible to return for this game. I don't know if he will return for this game, but I'm not really sold on the Saints on the road. They're a really good home team, but they're not really good on the road. And if Hopkins plays in this game, the Cardinals are a completely different team with Hopkins than they are without Hopkins. A short week, Saints have to travel. I think the better team are the Cardinals, so only 1.5 points doesn't seem like enough. The Saints have a lot of injuries on offense. I'll take the Cardinals just because I believe Hopkins will be playing in this game, so that extra point, the extra 1.5 point, will be easy for him to cover, I believe. The next game, this is kind of a tough one. I don't trust the Browns to cover, but I don't really trust the Ravens to cover. They've had leads in a few games. They're coming off of a road loss where they were leading over the New York Giants. But I think they will win this game. The Browns are coming off of a loss to the Patriots. That was a home game for the Browns. The Browns are not really a good team at all. But I can't give 7 points for the Ravens, who, as I said, they've lost games when they've had big leads. So I'll just take the Ravens on a money line to beat the Browns. They are a better team. They should win this game. I would be shocked if they lost this game. They're not really dealing with any injuries. So I think that would be the only reason for them to lose this game at home versus the Browns. So I'll just take them on a money line. The next game will be the Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans. This is a division game, so this game is always close. I'm actually impressed with the Colts the last few weeks. They've had a nice couple of wins. They just defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. They've had a win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Right, the Colts are they're kind of official, right? They look good, but I think the Tennessee Titans are just a better team at home. So I'm gonna have to take the Tennessee Titans on a money line at home. I don't want to give the Tennessee Titans any points or have to give 3 points for a division game. If I was to do anything, I probably will add the Tennessee Titans to a teaser and the Indianapolis Colts to a teaser. So I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans on a money line. The next game will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers. I don't know what's going on with Carolina. They fired the coach. They just traded one of their wide receivers. They're offering to trade Christian McCaffrey. They are in complete failure mode. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I don't know if they had combined victories 10 points this season. They're coming off of a road loss to the Kenny Pickett-led Pittsburgh Steelers, who I think in 2 games they only scored like 3 points. I'm not impressed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense, so I cannot give 10 points. I'll just take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the money line. They really should not lose this game. It almost feels like, you know what, if they lose this game, their season is almost over. I gotta, like, who can they beat if they lose to the Carolina Panthers? Like, you know, so they should win this game. I'm not gonna give 10 points. I'd probably look at teasing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6, 7, or maybe even 13 points, but I'm not gonna give any points in this game. I'll take Tampa Bay on the money line. The next game, this is kind of tough because Atlanta Falcons are coming off of an upset win. They were underdogs versus the San Francisco 49ers, but they won that game outright. I believe Atlanta are like 6-0 against the spread. Just for that reason alone, I have to take Atlanta getting points. There's just Cincinnati Bengals. They went to the Super Bowl last season. They haven't been too impressive this season. They're coming off of a 2-point road win versus the New Orleans Saints. That was a good win. I just don't really see them coming in here and blowing out this Atlanta Falcons teams. Atlanta Falcons offense is clearly underrated. Pitts returned last week for them. Patterson is still injured for Atlanta Falcons, but they have Pitts, they have Drake London, and Mariota is really good running that offense. I have to take the Atlanta Falcons getting 6 points. Bengals could probably win this game by 3 points on the last second field goal by their field goal kicker, but I'm not going to give any more points to Atlanta Falcons, who are 6-0 this season and coming off of a impressive underdog outright win versus the San Francisco 49ers. Question is, who's better, San Francisco or Cincinnati? Kind of a toss-up. So if you're going to give me points for Atlanta, who is 6-0 against the spread, I'm going to have to take it. I'm not trying to give any points for Atlanta. Next game will be the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys coming off of a loss to the Eagles. This is going to be a home game. I don't believe Prescott is going to play in this game. I do not believe he's going to play in this game. But I think the Cowboys are going to come to win this game. Tough loss to the Eagles. The Eagles are like 6-0, so they're one of the best teams in this season. But remember, the Lions put up 35 points versus the Eagles that first week. So the Lions offense can score some points. I'm never going to forget that. But for that reason, I'm just going to take the Cowboys on a money line. I can't give any points for this Dallas Cowboys team coming off of a loss. I don't know how they play after that. I don't know if Prescott is playing. If Prescott was playing, if I knew he was playing, I would probably easily take the 7 points, right? It seemed like that would be a blowout win, but I don't know if he's going to play. So for that reason, I'll just take the Dallas Cowboys on a money line. The next game, man, it seems like you just have to run with what's happening. I don't know what's going on with Vegas. They seem to just keep underestimating this New York Giants team. This New York Giants team is coming off of a home win over the Baltimore Ravens. I think the Baltimore Ravens are better than the Jacksonville Jaguars. So for that reason, I'm going to take the 3 points. If you're going to give me 3 points for the New York Giants, they probably lose by 3 points, maybe even lose by 1 point. I don't know if they win this game outright. They could win the game outright, but as an underdog, I think they're 5-1 this season. If you're going to give me points for the New York Giants, I'm going to take the points for the New York Giants. Against a lot of other teams, I wouldn't take the points, but I don't really trust the Jaguars too much. They're coming off of a road loss to the Indianapolis Colts. So Giants won last week. Jaguars lost last week. If you're going to give me points for the winner, I'll take the Giants. The next game, the Houston Texans versus the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know why the Raiders are giving any points. They only had one victory this season, and that victory is over the Denver Broncos. The Texans have lost to the Broncos also. But 7 points is a lot. Houston Texans, that defense have stayed close in a lot of games. We'll see what's going on with the Raiders. How many wins can they get this season? If they don't win this game, I think probably the best bet would be to take the Raiders on a money line, but I just don't trust them yet. They probably, look impressive in this game, but until they look impressive, if you're gonna have them given 7 points, I'm gonna take whoever they're playing. So I'll take the Houston Texans plus 7 points. Next game, we're taking underdogs, man. We're going to take the New York Jets, right? We got to take the New York Jets getting 3 points versus the Denver Broncos. Hold on, let me see. Yep. We're going to take the New York Jets getting 3 points versus the Denver Broncos. Jets coming off will probably be one of the most impressive victories this season, right? There was a road victory versus the Green Bay Packers, right? Denver Broncos played tonight, so we'll see how they look versus the Chargers. I have them losing that game, and they could lose this game. If you're going to give 3 points for the Jets, who I think could beat the Denver Broncos, I'm going to take the New York Jets on against the spread. Kansas City and 49ers. I gotta be honest, I'm just gonna skip it. I like Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think they're gonna lose back-to-back games, but the San Francisco 49ers are coming off of back-to-back road games. They're going to be happy to be at home. I'm a little bit surprised they're giving 3 points. Should I take Kansas just on a money line? This is kind of a tough one, right? I want to skip this game. I really, really do. Kansas coming off of a home loss, 4-point loss to the Buffalo Bills. They did not cover in that game, so you would think it's kind of a revenge situation. I'm just going to skip it. I want to take Kansas City. I'm a little worried that they could, there's so many other teams, if they were coming off of a loss, that it would be an easy victory for them. But playing the San Francisco 49ers at home, that's not going to be an easy game. It's just not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a fun game to watch, so I'll just watch it on television. I can't bet. I lean towards Kansas City, but I probably would tease the San Francisco 49ers. I don't think Kansas City comes into this game and runs over San Francisco by like double digits, so I'm just going to have to skip the game. It's not really a good game. Chargers and Seahawks. I'm just going to skip this game also. I already have a little bit of money on the Chargers, as I mentioned, against the spread versus Denver tonight, and I have them on a money line tonight, so I don't want to get involved in this game. This is a division game. Seahawks coming off of a division win over... No, it's not a division. What am I talking about? Division game. I'm seeing Los Angeles. It's not a division game. But Seattle is coming off of a division game win over the Cardinals. I'm just going to see. We'll see how the Chargers do tonight. I probably will lean towards the Chargers in this game, tease them, even money line them. But I already have them in a few other bets, so I'm just going to skip this game also. The next game, we're taking some underdogs in this, right? Maybe we're believing the hype a little bit too much, but the Steelers look pretty good, impressive versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Miami Dolphins, I don't know if Tua is coming back for this game. I know he's been cleared. He has been cleared to return. Kind of a crazy thing to do, but this past weekend we had so many underdogs win. Steelers were one of them. They won outright over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They were underdogs by like 10 points. Now they're underdogs by 7 points. I'm going to have to take the Steelers plus 7 points. If you're going to give me 7 points for the Steelers, who looked very impressive versus Tampa Bay, but they did not look impressive versus the Buffalo Bills. They lost that game like 38-3. I don't think the Miami Dolphins are good enough to beat the Steelers 38-3. So with it being a touchdown, with it being basically a backdoor touchdown situation or a field goal can keep them close. The Steelers are a very good defensive team. Miami worrisome. They have a lot of injuries on offense. I don't know how well they look in this game. I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers getting 7 points. Next game, and the final game, it looks like that's the Monday night game. It seems pretty easy. You have to take the New England Patriots. I'm going to take the New England Patriots minus 8 points. They're coming off of a road win, right? The Patriots coming off of a road win versus the Cleveland Browns. Chicago Bears are not a good team at all. I don't trust that offense at all. Fields is not really a good quarterback, so I don't trust him to be on the road and to cover versus this tough New England Patriots offense. I'm going to have to take the Patriots. Patriots, as I mentioned, coming off of a road win versus the Cleveland Browns. So they'll be happy to be at home. I don't know if Mac Jones is going to be back for this game. I'm kind of assuming that he will be back for this game. So for that reason, we're definitely trying to get some against the spread bets here. So we just have to blindly take the New England Patriots. I don't know if the Chicago Bears score even 10 points in this game. Their Patriots offense has looked pretty good on the Zappy. We'll see if Jones comes back for this game. But either way, with Zappy or Jones, I think the Patriots are 10 points better than the Chicago Bears. So I'll take the Patriots. So we have a 12-point. We'll take a 12-team parlay, right? We'll do that. That's not bad. 12-team for NFL Week 7. We have one NFL Week 6 bet here also. We're taking a 12-team NFL parlay. This parlay is plus 48, 47, 4. We're taking the Baltimore Ravens on the money line versus the Cleveland Browns. The Pittsburgh Steelers plus 7 against the spread versus the Miami Dolphins. The New England Patriots minus 8 against the spread versus the Chicago Bears. The Dallas Cowboys on a money line at home versus the Detroit Lions. The Atlanta Falcons plus 6 points against the spread versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The New York Jets getting plus 3 points against the spread versus the terrible Denver Broncos. The New York Giants also plus 3 points against the spread, getting plus 3 points against the spread versus the terrible Jacksonville Jaguars. The Monday night game tonight, NFL Week 6, we're taking the Los Angeles Chargers on a money line at home versus the Denver Broncos. The Tennessee Titans on a money line at home versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Houston Texans plus 7 versus the terrible Las Vegas Raiders against the spread. The Arizona Cardinals minus 1.5, the Thursday night game, first game for NFL Week 7, Thursday night game. I believe Hopkins should return for this game, so I'm going to take the Cardinals minus 1.5 against the spread versus the New Orleans Saints. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hopefully they can get a win here on a money line versus the Carolina Panthers. 12-team NFL Week 7 picks. We're going to... I don't know what just happened. Where's my chargers? Hold on, let's put the chargers back in here. Bovada be just acting crazy sometimes. We're gonna risk $1.92 to win $930.69. 12-team NFL Week 7 picks. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my 2022 NFL Week 7 picks. 12-team parlay. Baltimore Ravens on the money line. Pittsburgh Steelers plus 7 points against the spread. New England Patriots minus 8 points against the spread. Dallas Cowboys on the money line. Atlanta Falcons plus 6 points against the spread. The New York Jets plus 3 against the spread. The New York Giants plus 3 against the spread. Los Angeles Chargers on the money line. Tennessee money line. Tennessee Titans money line. Houston Texans plus 7 against the spread. Arizona Cardinals minus 1.5 against the spread. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a money line. Will I go 12-0 or will I go 0-12? Let me know your 2022 NFL Week 7 picks. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Who's your lock of the week? What's your pick of the week? Who's your favorite home team? Who's your favorite road team? And who is your favorite underdog / upset pick of the week? Which game are you looking forward to watching the most? There's not too many high smoke games this week. I would say the game of the week that probably everyone will be paying most attention to will be Kansas City versus the 49ers. That should be fun. I want to see if the Ravens can come back and get a victory. Let's see how the Steelers look after beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How are they going to play in Miami? Let's see how the Patriots look, right? The Patriots, they should easily beat the Chicago Bears. So and then also the New York Jets and the New York Giants, still underdogs in this season. I believe the Giants are 5-1. So we'll see if they can continue their streaks of winning against the spread and winning when they're underdogs. The Tennessee Titans versus Indianapolis Colts. I want to see what happens in that game, and I also want to see what the Cardinals look like. Let's see if Hopkins comes back in this game, and if he comes back and if he plays well, and does the Arizona Cardinals look more like the Arizona Cardinals of last year than this year. I am Jason Bovada. These are my 2022 NFL Week 7 picks. We have a 12-team parlay. We're risking $1.92 to win $930.69. Thank you for watching.